Namaste everyone. Welcome back to the 5 days workshop which we have. I'm so glad for the people who are joining in. Let's start with conditioning ourselves before we start the session. Today we'll do warm-up standing. Yesterday we did sitting. Today we'll try doing some warm-up standing so you get variety of warm-ups when you do next time. Okay? Keep your feet together. Okay, now if you're not comfortable keeping your feet together, you can keep some distance between your legs or keep your feet together. Whatever is comfortable. Hands near your chest, shoulders relaxed so that you don't hunch your shoulders. Just relax your shoulders, relax your arms, close your eyes and just observe how you breathe. I'm sure now you all know how to breathe correctly. Inhale, stomach out, exhale, stomach in. Yes, you're just going to focus on the movement of your stomach and you're going to observe how you breathe. Be with your breath. Bring complete attention to your body. Try focusing your energy on yourself. Let's do 3 rounds of breathing. If you think you're moving while keeping your feet together, you can keep your legs a little apart, no problem. Gentle smile on your face. Inhale, stomach out. Exhale, stomach in. Inhale, stomach out. Exhale, stomach in. Inhale, stomach out. Exhale, stomach in. Very, very gently open your eyes. Hands down and legs apart. Yes, like you all know, today's class is on back pain. Most of us are working from home right now, and that is why most of us are facing back issues because we sit for a very, very long time. Mostly while we sit, our posture is not correct, because of which we face a lot of back pain. Back pain can be divided either your cervix area. Your between part of the back is called thoracic, then comes lumbar, then is your hip area and then is your tailbone. Okay, so that is how your spine is divided, and that you can face pain on different parts of your back. Some people can face problems in their lower back, so some people will have pain on their upper back. The yoga asanas which I am going to cover today is going to work on the entire spine. So you don't have to bother on which part of your back is hurting to do these asanas. You can do all of them every day if you're facing back pain right now. While doing warm-ups, I'll talk more about the back pain and the causes of it. So first let's start with warm-ups. Let's not waste time. You're going to keep distance between your legs and stretch your hands forward. Lock your fingers like this. Thumb is on the top and you will look at your thumb. And now you're going to round your back, like someone punched your stomach. So round your back, very good. This part needs to hunch out and your stomach needs to go in. Come on, stay there and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slowly bring your hands towards your chest and now your back gets straight. You're not hunching your back, now your back is straight. Stay there. 5, 4, stretch your fingers, 3, 2, 1. Stretch your hands, hunch your back. Stay there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fingers to your chest and stretch your fingers again. Your back gets straight. Last round. Stretch your back, hunch a little and forward. Excellent. Slowly roll your fingers out like that. And move your hands behind your ears. Correct. Stay there. Yes. So we were talking about causes of back pain. One of the causes definitely because of the wrong posture. We are not standing correct. Most of us stand like this or like that. Our back is not straight. Especially when we use electronic gadgets like a telephone, your mobile phones or your laptops. We usually sit in a very, very wrong posture, because of which we can face a lot of back pain. Okay, now we're going to do a lateral stretch. Inhale and exhaling to your side. Stretch your hand like someone's pulling your hands and stay there. And now start feeling your back. Start feeling the muscles in your back, and today we're going to only give importance to our back. Yes. Forget all your body parts and just focus and feel your back. Feel where you're getting the stretches. Stay there. 5. Pull your hands. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling center and exhaling, you go on the other side. Keep your hands behind your ears so that you feel a better stretch. Again, focus on which part of your body you're feeling the stretch. It should be on this side. Yes. Stay there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And very slowly come back. Slowly roll your hands backwards and down. Excellent. Come on. Now we're going to move our hips. We're going to move our hips 3 rounds clockwise and 3 rounds anti-clockwise. Okay. Start. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Yes, we did 2 more rounds because it's fun moving your hips, isn't it? Okay, we are going to do quickly warm up of our legs. You want to move your toes first, just your toes. Like we did fingers yesterday, just move your fingers. You want to move your toes. Come on, move your toes. 1, just moving your toes. 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to bend your knee and rotate your ankle. Correct. Move your ankle clockwise and then anti-clockwise. Now if you think you cannot balance and you're wobbling, you can take the support of the nearby wall if you have, or go towards the wall and then do this warm up. Okay? Change your leg, just move your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend your knee and rotate your ankle. If you can't balance, take support. 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Excellent. We're just going to walk your knees in out, or just move your knees in out. Just move in out. Excellent. Lift your heels up. You're lifting your heels up and down. Yes, just move your legs in out. Perfect. Keep moving. Very good. Keep going. Keep going. Excellent. Okay. Coming back to our back. So our back is the most sensitive part of our body. It's very well said that your age can be determined by the health of your spine. So the more healthier your spine is, the younger you are. So we really need to take part of our spine. One of the most important function of your spine is to send signals from your brain to different parts of the body. So do you see, if your spine is damaged, your entire nervous system can be damaged. So it's very important to take care of your back. Also, while doing any of the exercises or asanas or any form of physical activity, please take care that your back is not compressed, your back is not hurting. Even if the asanas you're doing with me, you feel any discomfort with your back, stop. You're not supposed to do any asana in which you feel back pain. Yes, you feel the stretch. Stretch and pain are two different things, okay? So you need to understand to distinguish between what is pain and what is stretch. When you come out of the posture, the stretch goes away, okay? But if you come out of the posture and you still feel discomfort in that part, that is pain. So you're not supposed to do that asana again, okay? Any asana you do, you should not feel pain in your neck, lower back and your knees, okay? Or your elbows in that point. 4 points in your body, whichever asana you do, please take care that you do not experience any pain. Okay? So let's get started with the first asana for the back pain which we are going to do today. You're going to keep your feet together or take some distance between your leg, whatever is comfortable. Now if you have very severe back pain, lower back pain, please avoid this. Do not do any forward bends for severe back pain is not recommended. But if you have mild pain, then we can go for this. Okay? So keep your feet together. Slowly raise your hands up. Inhale and exhaling, we're going to bend down. Now I'm bending my knees a little because I need to rest my back, right? So I'm going to bend my knees and then go down. Now if I feel very comfortable, then I'm going to make my knees straight. Otherwise, I'm going to keep my knees soft. I'm going to bend my knees a little so that my back feels relaxed. Okay? I'll show you from the side. Feet together. Inhale, hands up. Now we stay there for 10 counts. Exhaling, bending my knees, I go down. If my hands reach, very good. If my hands don't reach, I stay wherever I am. I do not push myself. And breathe normally. 10, 9, 8, 7, stomach in, 6, 5, 4. Yes, you might feel a little stretch on your hamstrings more than your back, because your back is directly connected to your hamstrings. So the stiffer hamstrings also cause a lot of back pain. So you need to have more flexibility on your legs as well. Stay there. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Do not come up. Lock your hands back, and if you're comfortable, you're going to stretch your hands up. If you're not comfortable, just keep your hands down. No problem. If you're comfortable, then raise your hands up and look down. Stay there. My knees are still soft because I want to feel comfortable on my back. Stay and keep breathing normally. 10, 9, 8, breathe. 7, 6, 5, keep smiling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring your hands down. Slowly hands to the floor. And inhale, you come back. And relax. Did you feel your back? Does your back feel a little okay? Now, if you experienced a lot of pain while doing this, please avoid and do not do. No doing this. Okay? You're going to twist our back a little. You're going to twist on the right and left. With me. Come on. 1, 2. Now, inhaling, you come back. Exhaling, you twist. So, let's go. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Start. 1, 2. Twist. 3, 4. Come on. 5, 6. Squeeze your stomach in. 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Let's go for the next one. We're going to go for Tadasana or Talasana to correct our postures. A major problem of back pain, back pain happens majorly because of wrong postures. Okay. So this asana really helps in correcting our postures. So we're going to take 1 feet distance. Do you see how I take 1 feet? I'm making my leg a little horizontal, measuring my leg, and then making my leg straight. Okay. See that your toes are inwards and not outwards. We need our toes inwards. Hands are going to be near your legs at the side. You're going to inhale and raise your hands up. While raising your hands up, you're going to come up on your toes. Now, if you think you can't balance, then stay on the ball of your feet. Do not go on the tip of your toe. That's when you lose balance. Okay? So, we're going to stay on the ball of our feet. Let's do it together. Hands by the side. Inhale, go up. Come up on your toes. Raise your heels. Now, do not stick your hands like this. Just keep your hands relaxed. Shoulders relaxed. Palms are facing each other. Palms are not anywhere. They are facing each other. Good. Keep looking at a point in the center. That way it's easy to balance. So we want our mind and body to be aligned, right? So this is the best asana to do that. Any balancing asana is excellent to do for mind and body alignment. So you are doing something but your mind is somewhere else completely. Right now you need to bring your attention completely to your body. Do you see how your back stays nice and straight when you do this asana? It's not hunching because your hands are stretched up. This helps in correcting your postures really well. I am moving in the posture, you don't move, just stay there. Come on, hold on for 5 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. 5, 4, don't move. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Roll your hands backwards. And now bring your hands and legs down together. Do you see I brought my hands halfway? Now I'm going to bring my legs and hands down together. And relax. Excellent. So these were some standing asanas. So we're going to go on our knees. Now if you think you have knee pain and you're not comfortable going on your knees, you can use a pillow. Okay. So you can place a pillow and then place your knees on the pillow. That also works very fine. But if you're comfortable, then we don't need the pillow. You're just going to be on your knees and bring your hands down. So now your hip and knee should be in one line. Shoulders, elbow, wrist, one line. Okay? We're going to go for cat-cow posture. Inhaling, your lower back should go in. Exhaling, your upper back should hunch. Just observe how I do first. Inhale, I look up. Exhaling, I hunch my back and I look at my stomach. If not at my stomach, I'm going to look at my knees. Inhale, I look up. My lower back goes in. Exhaling, I hunch my back. I look towards my stomach or towards my knees. Let's do 3 rounds together. Come on. Inhale, up. Exhale, hunch your back. This part needs to come up. Inhale, up. You can also focus on your stomach. While inhaling, stomach goes out while your back goes in. Stomach comes out, back goes in. Exhaling, stomach goes in and you hunch your back. Come on, 2 more rounds. Inhale, up, look up. Exhale, hunch your back. Feel your back here. This is excellent posture for back pain. Any kind of back pain, you can do this. You can even do 20 rounds at a go. Really nice for your back. Exhaling, stomach in, hunch your back. Last round, you're going to hold in the posture. Inhale, up. Stomach out, lower back in. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, hunch your back. Look at your stomach, look at your knee, whatever is comfortable, hunch your back. 5, stomach in. 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly sit down. If you are not comfortable sitting in this posture, then you can place a pillow under your legs like this. Yes, you can even sit on the pillow so that your knees don't hurt or your ankles don't hurt. If you think your ankles are hurting a lot, you can use 2 pillows. You can place the pillow lower and between your legs so that you feel comfortable. As you keep practicing this every day, then you will feel comfortable without the pillow as well. There is no harm taking support in the start, just for your body to adjust. Give time to yourself and body to adjust. Okay. The next excellent posture for back pain is a child pose, Balasana. Okay, you're going to sit in Vajrasana like this. If you're not comfortable, place the pillows. Inhale, hands up, and exhaling, drop your head to the floor. Now, if your head does not reach the floor, that's completely fine. Just drop your hands and stay wherever you reach. If you're comfortable, then head up. This is the most relaxing posture. Relaxes your back, relaxes your shoulders and hands. So just leave your body loose, surrender yourself to the mat and stay there. And slowly come back. Excellent. We are going to go for the next posture for the back pain, which is downward facing dog. Okay, Adho Mukha Svanasana. In that, you are going to again place your shoulders, elbow, wrist one line, and now you're going to lift your knees up and place your heels down like this. Now, if your heels don't come down, that's completely fine. You can keep your heels up, whatever is comfortable, or you can just walk few steps in. Not too much inside, just few steps so that you get into the posture correct. Okay? Do you see? Your legs need to be straight. Now, if you feel too much pain in this posture, you can bend your knees and stay. No problem. Okay? Lift your heels up and bend your knees. Or you can stay here. Here you look towards your knees. You can either keep your feet together or legs apart, whatever is comfortable. I prefer legs apart because that stretches my back better. I push my heels down, I stretch my hands, and then I look towards my knees. And I stay there. Here you feel more stretch on the hamstrings and your legs than your back. But like I told you before, for a healthier spine, we need to open up our leg muscles as well. So just stay there and look towards your knees. 10, 9, breathe normally. 8, 7, come on, stay there. 6, 5, breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you're very comfortable, bend your right knee and lift your right leg up. Stay there. Push your hands, push your stomach to your thighs and breathe. Look towards your knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring your leg down. Bend your left leg and lift your left leg up. Stay there. Keep breathing. See that you're not twisting your hip. I twisted my hip and then I corrected myself. So no twisting your hips. Stay there. 5, 4. Excellent. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. And slowly bring your leg down. Bend your knees and rest in child pose again. Keep breathing normally. Inhale, exhale. And slowly back. So we did like few standing, few on our knees, and now we're going to do some on our back. Yesterday I showed you a Bhujangasana, which is also very good for your back pain. I'm going to show you a variation of Bhujangasana today. Yesterday we did traditional Bhujangasana. Today for the back pain especially, we will try a variation in the Bhujangasana. Okay. Again, Bhujangasana works on your lower back. It works on the health of your lower back more than your upper back. Okay. Come on. Let's sleep on our stomach. If you're tired in between, sip water or take rest in between. If you think I'm going a little faster, you can rest and then come back on your mat again. You're going to take the support of your hand. I told you yesterday, no sleeping directly on your back. Always take the support of your hand and then slowly turn on your stomach. Excellent. Legs a little apart, forehead on the floor. You're going to lock your hands back. Yesterday we kept our hands near our chest. Today we're going to lock our hands back. And then inhaling, lift your chest up. Push your legs down and lift your chest up. Stretch your hands. Don't lift your hands up. Stretch your hands back like someone's pulling your hands. And stay there. 5, 4. Lift your chest up. 3, 2, 1. And slowly down. Rest. Hands near your cheeks. And head on one side. You should actually feel the pressure here near your lower back. That's where you should feel the stretch. When you're doing the asanas, please feel the stretches so that you know if you're doing correct or wrong. I keep telling you where you should feel the stretch. If you feel the stretch somewhere else, then please ping me or ask me so that I know if you're doing correct. Let's sleep on our back. We'll sleep on our back and bend our knees like this. So most of us feel that our back is stiff in the morning. So these 3 asanas which I am going to show you, you can do it on your bed. The first thing in the morning before you get up from your bed, you can do these 3 asanas. So when you are out of your bed, you don't feel any discomfort in your back. I do it every day. Even my mom does it every day, so that in the morning we don't feel stiffness in our back, because a lot of people feel stiffness in the back in the mornings because of our sleeping positions, or we don't sleep correct. Can be various reasons. So try doing these 3 on your bed every morning. Okay. The first one which we're going to do is Pavan Muktasana. So you're going to bend both your knees and bring them to your stomach. Now if you have knee pain, you're going to hold your thighs like this. If you don't have knee pain, you're going to hold your shin bone and try holding your elbows. If you can't hold your elbows, you can hold your wrist, whatever is comfortable. You're going to hold here and stay. Relax your neck. Don't lift your neck up right now, because it's the first thing you're doing in the morning. You need to be relaxed. Okay. So neck down, hold your elbows and just stay there. Breathe normally. No need of holding your breath here. Keep pressing your stomach in. And try holding your elbows. Keep your feet together. Don't keep your legs apart. Just keep them together. Stay there. 5, 4. Breathe normally. 3, 2, 1. Pavanmuktasana, as the name suggests, also helps in reducing gases from your stomach, or if you feel that your stomach is not right, you can do this. It really helps. And slowly relax. Okay. The next one which we are going to do is happy baby. Yes, you might see these young toddlers doing this all the time because I think we get a sixth sense during our childhood only that our spine should be healthy. But then as we grow up, I think we forget all these simple things to do. So you're going to bend your knees and try holding your toes. Now your knee should come towards your armpit. The knee should come towards your armpit. And I'm going to hold my toes and I'm going to push my knee down. Yes, I'm going to push my knee down and I'm even bending my elbows for further pushing my knee down. Yes, and I'm going to stay here. You might be seeing kids doing this and moving around. We need to do exactly same thing. Again, start feeling your back. You might feel nice massage type feeling on your back when you push your legs down. Stay there. You can hold in this posture for even 30 seconds if you feel like, because this really helps keeping your spine straight and relaxing your back. Yes, it's happy baby, so keep smiling. Keep bending your elbows and keep pushing your knee down and stay there. You will feel stretch here. Like I told you all before, any back exercise I make you do, you will feel a little stretch on your legs because your leg and back is connected. So yes, you do feel a little on your hamstrings as well. Or sometimes more if your hamstrings are a little stiff. And stay. You hold for 5 more counts. Come on, stay. 5. Keep pushing your knee down. 4. Pull your legs in. 3. Don't lift your hip up. Keep your hip down. 2 and 1. And slowly relax. Breathe. Relax yourself. We just have one more asana to go. Don't be tired by now. Relax. Inhale, exhale. The last one for today is Vakrasana, Supta Vakrasana, that is sleeping, twisting your legs. You can either keep your hands in T position or keep your hands under your head. I prefer keeping my hands under my head because I feel more comfortable that way. You can even place your hands in the T position, whatever is comfortable. I'm going to keep my knees together and then slowly lift my legs up and push both the legs towards my right side. And then I'm going to look towards my left. Now, the more I push my leg towards myself, the better stretch I feel. I'm not supposed to lift my elbow up. My elbow should be down. Don't lift your elbow up. And now I'm going to look on the opposite direction. So if my legs are on the right side, I'm going to look on the left side. I'm going to look on the left side. Stay there. You will feel a nice twist in your back. Now, if you are not feeling the twist in your back, you can lift your leg up and push your leg down like this. So the leg which is down, lift up and push your knee down. That's a variation for people who don't feel the twist on your back. Okay, slowly change, lift your legs up. Again, you push your legs on the other side and twist. And stay there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back. Excellent. Now, if you feel that there's too much pain in your body, I'll show you one more variation. You can keep one leg straight, one knee bent. Okay. Now, bring this leg outside your knee. So, if this is my left leg, I'm going to bring my left heel to outside my right knee. Left heel outside my right knee. And now, drop my left knee towards the right and look on the opposite side. So it's the same thing, but keep one leg straight and one leg bent. You can even try this if this helps you. And then back. Change. Now I'm going to bend my right knee and bring my right heel outside my left knee and then twist on the opposite side. No lifting your elbow up. Try keeping your elbow down. And slowly come back. Okay, let's do some relaxation before we end the class. So you're going to keep sleeping on your mat. You're going to keep your knees together and legs apart. So my knees are together and my legs are apart. I'm going to place both my hands on my stomach and I'm going to close my eyes. What we are going to do is equal breathing. That means I will say inhale for 3. So for 3 counts you keep inhaling. It's not 3 breaths. No. For 3 counts only 1 breath. So you take a long inhalation and long exhalation for 3 rounds. Okay? So I will say inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. So you're going to control breathing for 3 counts. No more of inhalation and less of exhalation, or less of exhalation, more of inhalation. No. We're going to do equal. Both should be equal. Okay? And why place your hands on your stomach? So that you know you're breathing correct. Inhale, stomach out. Exhale, stomach in. Okay? Come on. Hands on your stomach. Close your eyes and just focus on your breath. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. 2 more rounds. Come on. Close your eyes and just relax your shoulders. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Just breathe normally. Turn on one side and very slowly sit up. I hope your back feels good today and a little relaxed. I will not take up pranayam today. What we did today while sleeping, the equal breathing is also one type of pranayam. But if you are suffering from back pain, I would suggest you do equal breathing while you are lying down on your back, because pranayam you need to sit straight and your back might feel a little stiff when you are sitting in this posture for long. If you are doing pranayam with a back pain, I would suggest please take a support of the wall or keep a pillow behind your back and do pranayam so that you don't feel too much pain in your back. Okay, so today we will not do pranayam. I will take more of pranayam tomorrow. Today just focus on equal breathing, what we did at the end of the class. That will also help you fall asleep easily at night. Most of us are facing a lot of anxiety and stress these days, and most of us are not getting sleep at night, which is very normal. Don't be harsh to yourself. The situations around are not in favor right now to most of us. So yes, we do feel stressed out, we do feel very anxious, we are not sure of what is going to happen next. But night is to sleep, and having a sound sleep is very, very important. So before you go to sleep, you can do equal breathing. Bend your knees, knees together, legs apart, and just do equal breathing. In your mind, count 3 for inhalation and count 3 for exhalation. And you will not know when you fell asleep. Okay? Your mind has so much going on full day, and everything flashes back at night. So you need to switch it off and bring our mind to our breathing so that we can sleep well and keep your health, keep your spine healthy. If you have any doubts, please paste it in the comment section, or you can even WhatsApp me or DM me if you are not on WhatsApp. I will be saving this video on IGTV and putting up on YouTube for the people who couldn't attend. I am very happy for all those people who attended today. I hope it has helped you. Stay safe and stay healthy. I'll see you tomorrow again at the same time on your mat for the session tomorrow. Thank you.